Alright, testing. Hold on.
Okay, so.
Alright, testing. Like, open up now. Right then. That's when they done do it, open up. I put it up on the group, sorry.
I can.
Alright, so we just making sure everything in order.
Can.
You know? Pacing it for some people who ask to watch, you know. Right? So why that way?
Right. Just, right. All right. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
Done.
All right, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Kahala Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Right? And the same Natan Mashna Kabbalah has a Kwan and Shali Asherala, which is to say, give double honor to the elders of Israel, which is the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom Marcus Allah Habak Yahshua Shalom, which is to say, peace and mercy to the elect of Israel.
That's right.
Right, I'm the brother Nathan from GMS Trinidad East, or Sorry, GMS Trinidad East, sorry, brothers. Right, I'm Nathan.
And my name is Rai, which is one of the camps in GMS Trinidad and Tobago. Right? And you know, just as the title says, just to keep focused, you know, just to have that tunnel vision, to always be looking forward for that prize. You know, and always working towards that prize, keeping focused, don't let nothing deter you. You know, like if you're riding a bike and a stick in your road, cover in the road, what you will do is get up and do what? And take that and remove that stick. So that was an obstacle. You understand? So it's like that, having a tunnel vision. When your tunnel vision is like this, you're basically just seeing what it is in front of you. You understand? And our tunnel vision is to that prize, to that kingdom, being called 144,000. Now we pride, that's what we're working for. You understand? So it's always to keep focus on and always be focused on that journey. Yeah, the journey may be hard. The journey may have some potholes. The journey may have some obstacles, but it is to keep focus and continue going. You don't stop, you don't run out of gas, continue going no matter what it is. You understand? Yeah, as I say, the potholes, and let's use the potholes as real life situations, you know. You might lose things, but you will gain. You might reach a pitch road going up further, and that pitch road will be towards the kingdom. You know? So
I mean for tunnel vision.
Go ahead.
Right, does it mean for tunnel vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says the tendency to focus exclusively on a single or limited object or view. Right? So that's the tendency to focus on something exclusively, on something singular.
That's right.
Right? And our focus is on the kingdom. Right? We really want to get up out of here.
Yeah. You know, that tunnel vision, we just want to see what is it. I know each and everybody is supposed to have that tunnel vision. We supposed to make nobody deter. Fall out no matter what it is. We're looking forward towards that glory. You know? So you can start with the first precept.
Right. This is Philippians chapter 3. Right? I saw this 13. Right? It said, brethren, I count not myself to have.
Yeah, 13 from 14.
From 12.
Huh?
From verse 12.
Yeah, we're going
to
start from verse 12.
Right. Philippians chapter 3, verse 12, it says, not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect. Right? But it says, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehending of Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
That's right. You want to apprehend what it is, right? You want to apprehend the prize. You want to take hold of that. You understand? Because the Messiah didn't die just so to make we play the ass. You understand? The Messiah didn't do that. You know what the scriptures also talk about crucifying him over again for that wickedness that they want to do. Right? We now also let it play. It's just to keep focus and it's time to let it go out from here. Right? In this place. Hey, let's be focused, man. Be at one mind. The scriptures be talk about being at one mind and one accord. That is what we're working forward to. We're not in this world for no vain glory. We're not in for that. Right? We're not in this thing just to be deterred from any sort of obstacles. No, we want to keep focused. Right? We want to keep focused. That is what we're looking forward to. Is rather they hear or forbear, as the scriptures say. Right. Rather they hearken or they ain't hearken. You know, we know what journey we on. We know what height we taking forward to. Right? What
right? It says right? It says, brethren, I count on myself to have apprehended, right? But this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind.
And so you're forgetting those things are behind because tunnel vision as well. As I say, when you have tunnel vision, you're basically just seeing what it is in front of you. When you're in a tunnel, you don't see nothing else than what it is in front of you.
Right.
So you come like you're forgetting things that were left behind. And that's all this shit you be doing. All this shit that try to deter you, the spirits that try to bring you down, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I might say, especially coming to the truth too, right? Is that the way you were before, right? It's not the way you'll be in the truth, right? It's like you're a totally different person.
That's right.
You understand? Because now you conform yourself to the scriptures, right? To the lifestyle of somebody who believes in truth, following law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Following the examples the disciples left, the apostles left, the examples Yahweh left of how to be in this world.
That's right.
Right? So you're not the same person that you were before. Right? You're a new person now. That's why the talks about being born again. Right? Once you enter this truth, you're born again. Right? So now you're focused now on making it to the end.
That's right.
Right? Because there's a reward at the end. And everyone wants a reward. But you know what? You had to be focused on a reward in order to get there.
Everyone wants a reward, but not everyone is going to get it. When you run a race, right? It's when you have a certain amount that's get a prize. And it's when you have a certain amount going and get the prize. Some stop short because they lack that breath to continue going. And basically it's like what we in here. Some lack the faith to continue going, to continue that journey, to continue that road. You understand? But as things as the scripture say, iron sharpen iron, and we will we sharpen it. The brothers go sharpen brothers, and so we continue going. We're not here to bring no brother. We're not here to bring no one else. Because we supposed to want to make. We suppose, as I say, we want to bring that sheep towards the shepherd, the ultimate shepherd, which is Yahweh Shai. Right? We're not here to deter any sheep. Right? Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, right, verse 24. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all.
Yeah, that yeah, 1 Corinthians, right?
Yeah, come.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run a race run all.
Yeah, them that run a race run all. They put the strength into run a race. And right now, or even though we know the race is not for the swift, we running a race here because we want to see the end of this kingdom. So really and truly, it is a race we're running. Right? But
right. It says right. It says, but one receiveth the prize.
But what?
But one receiveth the prize.
But one receiveth the prize. Not every day. There's no tag team championship thing here. You understand? That is scripture talk about working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You can't hold hands and bring them into that. Yeah, you would one receive the prize. Everybody's supposed to be wanting to run that race.
Exactly.
And come first. Matter of fact, when they run the race and come first.
And especially, this is one race you want to come first in.
Yeah, there's one race you want to come first in.
This salvation race is one race you want to come first in. And that's why you don't even left behind. Because anyone that left behind, right, is going to be destroyed in this kingdom. You understand? Right, so it says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain.
So what?
Run that ye may obtain.
So the scripture says you run. So wait this. That tunnel vision, that keep focus and to continue running a race. To continue that journey. That you may obtain the prize. Right? Because if hey, the scripture talk about working for a penny and receiving the glories in the kingdom, well, the scripture says 7 to 1. You know, we're going to receive things.
Right.
So you want that prize. So what you're going to do? You're going to make something deter you from making that journey.
Right.
You're going to make a pothole stop you from making that journey. You're going to make a piece of stick that in that journey stop you. That's just metaphors. Don't take it literally. Right? Because this as a journey reference to the potholes and sticks. They just and they use it as obstacles. Like you might go through obstacles where your family might
stumbling
blocks, you know, certain things that to deter you. Yes, and in this truth is no game. It have heavy spirits that will come to attack you. Scriptures talk about game. Mark 4, I believe is 3. That's not Mark 4. Mark 4:15. Right? Because don't get tapped, but have heavy spirits in this. And they will come here to remove that spirit from here. Don't get tapped. There's no game, there's no playing thing. There's no playing. There's no time to be playing, especially the time when there's no time to be playing. There's not kicks and a laugh. It's not just to talk to somebody.
Yeah, they serious.
That's a serious thing. You must what went on when the Messiah was serious things. Right? Just keep focused on let's go. Good.
Right. Mark chapter 4, verse 15. And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. Right. Say, but they have heard.
Salak, what a little bit up. Start from what are you start from? Start from 13.
All right, fine. Mark chapter 4, verse 13. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables?
Yeah.
It says the sower sowed the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard it, Satan cometh quickly.
So yeah. So it mean I go sow the word unto you. Right? Just like how we go pitch the word unto younger brothers or younger sisters or whoever it is coming in who will interact, and we will sow that word unto them, but don't get tapped. It has Satan coming to do work. What's Satan coming to do?
The Satan coming immediately and take it away, the word which was sown in them.
Yeah, so Satan coming as that word gets sown in your heart, Satan coming one time to take it away. To get tapped. It have heavy spirits in this thing. This is not a game. Because the instant you know it is the instant it can be taken away from you. Right? Because the scripture said the little you know, the Most High can just remove it.
Yeah, it can. That's why I don't have fear for the Most High too.
That's right.
You understand? Because he said when the Most High can give it, he can take it away. You know? That's why I just always say in this street, you gotta be humble. You have to be humble. You understand? Because the Most High will, yo, watch me, man. The Most High is so dread, he can take it away from you and you wouldn't even know. And he will allow you to believe a lie. And allow you to continue thinking, okay, all right, I'm a Israelite. He'll make you think that in the truth. But you believe in a lie. You understand? So when you come into this thing, right, and you start to do these scriptures, one time Satan will come and try to deceive you.
That's right.
Sweet words.
Yeah, read it over one time again for them. Because that's a serious scripture. There's a serious scripture. This is no game. That's no inner Israel. There's no game. That's coming. This thing is not a game. This is not a game for nobody. You just feel this life and death matters. We deal with it. Right? It's no game. That's something to laugh and kicks about. You're not on that. If it's that, go in the church. Turn back to being a Christian. Right? Go ahead.
Mark 4 and 14. It says, the sower sowed the word. And these are they by the wayside, where the word was sown.
Yeah, so these were by the wayside.
By the wayside, yeah.
You understand? Where the word was where it was sown. Right? So yeah, they hear the word. They literally hear the word. Word.
Right. He said, but when they have heard, Satan coming immediately and taken away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Yeah, so Satan coming immediately. He didn't say he take a year or 3 years. He coming immediately to take that word away from you. Immediately. Right? So it's a keep focus because hey, Hey, that tunnel vision is a heavy thing, you know. That tunnel, when you have that tunnel vision, you basically blocking off everything that you train in.
Yeah,
you understand? Satan might be so Satan, the spirits here,
that's why
obstacle, you know. And the only thing you just seeing is the prize.
That's why if you look at these horse races, you see horses with blinders on.
Yeah.
Right? That's only for them to a horse is an animal that will get distracted very easily.
That's right.
Right? So therefore, they put blinders on them, right, to block out the peripheral vision. You understand? So they won't look at the other horse, right? They won't look at anything outside. They just keep the eye focused in front of them.
That's right.
Right?
That's what slap there. I'm gonna look at today. But Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Brakatam. Alright, Asher Shabbat. Asher Shabbat. So everybody outside you say Asher Shabbat because the night is the Shabbat until tomorrow evening, right? Asher Shabbat. Right?
Right. So yeah, so
and the next thing too, and it is Sabbath is supposed to be in your scriptures. You're supposed to be watching, if you know why, and you're home and you do nothing, pull up a video. Pull up a video, do something. You understand? Watch something. That is the next thing too. Keep focus on that is spirit. You know? Don't hesitate to do that. Right? So
and think about it, there are many ways to stay focused in your street, right?
Many ways.
Many ways to stay focused, right? Because you scripture in I mean this Iraq where it says that the opportunity of a learned man come by with the wisdom of a learned man coming by opportunity of leisure. Right? So when you have free time, right? Gain your will. Watch our video. Right? Listen to some even music too. That Israelite music out there. Listen and that will keep you in the spirit. Understand? It will help you stay focused.
Yeah.
You won't be sidetracked with anything.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Because Jake's Israelites have a short attention span.
Very short.
Right?
I can bear witness. I myself, I can't watch something for too long.
You understand? So we have a short attention span. So therefore, we will do things like, okay, if you know what, you can only take an hour and a half video, watch an hour. After that, do some reading.
Let's do where mind could take.
Yeah.
To force yourself.
But just stay occupied.
Yeah, that's right. That's something, yeah. If I move anything there, put it down with the map.
Yeah.
Right. This is about wrap up 1 Samuel, which is a beautiful precept. Let's go back on the spirits in this thing, right? There's 1 Samuel 16 verse 13. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the spirit of the Lord came upon David, right? Which was coming into the David and Saul situation, right? It said David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah, right? Verse 14. It said, but the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and Saul was the king before, right? So the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul. It's just like that. The spirit of the Lord could leave you. You understand? And we know the story of Saul. He was going off in many ways. You know, he wasn't listening and thing. You know, he wasn't acting on to the Lord and listening to the prophet. So you know what? The Most High take that spirit away from him. And it's the same way for anybody else, because Saul was anointed. Saul was to consider that was a big one, right? And don't get tapped. As the scripture says, no respect with persons with the Lord. You don't get tapped. If the spirit of the Lord can depart from Saul, the spirit of the Lord can depart from you.
Yeah. Exactly. It can.
You understand?
As quick as that.
Yeah. So it said the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and the evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. So while the spirit of the Lord leave, which was a good spirit, an evil spirit come, evil spirit from the Lord. From the Lord. Get that right. Get that right. And I feel that will be in the next video. Good and bad. Understand? But for right now, that's just off topic, but it's say here, and an evil spirit from the Lord. So yes, the Lord deal with the both sides. And yes, the Lord removed that good spirit from Saul and send that evil spirit inside him to trouble him. Right? What went on with Saul? Saul went on to the witch. You know? And from there on, you know how he get rich. Right? Yeah, bring a piece up on time.
Right? Yes, as brother. Is it an evil spirit? An evil spirit?
An evil spirit. It's an evil spirit from the Lord trouble him.
Right? See, so an evil spirit from the Lord, right? Right? This is Job chapter 2. Right? Job chapter 2, verse outside of 9, right? It says, and it said, then said his wife unto him, right, doest thou still retain thy integrity? Curse the Most High and die. So there's the Job wife was telling them to curse the Most High and die because of all the afflictions he was going through, right? Verse 10 says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. He said, what? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? Right? He said, in all that Job did not sin with his lips. So yeah, you not only good you receive from the Most High, you can receive evil as well. Right? Because it's his will. You understand? The Most High is in heaven, the scripture says the Most High is in heaven, and he done whatsoever you please it. You understand? So go ahead. That was just a backup.
So, God, my kids say, and Saul's servant said unto him, behold, now an evil spirit from the God troubleth thee. So that evil spirit go trouble you. You understand? Get yourself right. Or you say, keep focus on study on that price. And when you keep in focus, you constantly in this word and you constantly following the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Yahushai is the Father, which is the ultimate. Yahweh is the ultimate, and Yahushai is the Son. Right? Get that right. Get that right. Stay focused. Right? So go back in I think it's go back in Corinthians.
Philippians.
Read over the Corinthians. No. Slack. The Corinthians have an next piece there. Let's make sure.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. So 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24, right? It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain.
Yes, so run that door.
Ye may obtain.
So run that they may obtain. And when you run a race, the only thing you can see is that finish line. The finish line. With the spark was the piece of plastic, we can both see the ribbon, the ribbon to water. And that's the only thing you see because that is what just keep it going, you know, that will keep it going. You understand?
And as I say, it's a run that ye may obtain. So we just run the race, you know, for no reason. Like you have no goal. You must have a goal. So run that ye may obtain, that you will actually get goal.
Even me and the brother from Barbados was talking just now, you say you was bought at a price with a price. So when you bought at a price and you're working, what that means you're not going to receive something. Yeah, be real. Right? I say brother Papa, please I paid Luke 22 verse 31. They say, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Yeah, just like as the mark said. As the word hit them, so as Satan come to take it away.
Yeah.
And yes, the Satan does sift. Especially hardcore around Passover time. You understand? Like a strainer, like how you just sift rice, you might sift flour. You know? Yeah, it is hard to sift you, right? Sift you like wheat. Sift you as wheat. We get tapped. This is a heavy thing. You know, if you didn't stay focused, right? There's always tell you that if you're doing sports or any sort of work, if you didn't stay focused on the job, your mind will be unstable, so you're double-minded, and the scripture says double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You understand? So you're basically double-minded in all forms and fashion. You understand? Meaning that you will be watching one thing, but your mind will be on something else. You understand? So you don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in that mindset. You really want to be focused. You understand? Keep your eyes on the prize. As did I say, you know? Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Bring a precept.
Is like just to build up what you brought on about precept put there.
Yeah.
Is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? So when you come to this, when you come to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, gotta prepare yourself. So you see, you gotta prepare yourself for temptation, you gotta prepare yourself to run a race.
That's right.
Because you can't just go and pick up yourself and run a race just so.
Yeah.
You'll get tired and you'll burn out yourself.
The race is not for the swift, but for who could endure.
Right, now watch it now. You see how the brother say that, right? Verse 2 say, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. So just as the brother talking about enduring, the scripture mentions as well. In a sense, so set your heart aright that you may endure.
That's right.
Understand?
So that's the thing. Stop there.
Yeah.
Pull it in. So that's when I read the next piece of the next verse in the loop. And I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. Right? So yes, so we pray for brothers as well, even though they're going through hard time, you still pray and we'll sing. That what we're here for. Right? Same way here, right? And say when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren, and that was I said earlier in the video. Iron sharpened iron. You understand? That is what we do.
Strengthen brothers.
Strengthen brothers.
Strengthen sisters.
Right? We don't try to bring them down in no form or fashion. We strengthen them. Right?
Because we don't have the same way we talk about price. They have no price in that. You have no price in bringing on, brother. Understand? It have no price in speaking evil against your brother. Or being false witness.
Yeah, being a false witness.
Understand?
What price you going to gain that?
Exactly.
Vain glory.
It's keep talking about building our brother. You understand? Build your brother. You understand? And just as the brother said, let's talk about the brother from Ghana, from Barbados. It's a house you building. It's a house you building brick by brick by brick. You must have a foundation first, and that foundation is how Hashem you shy.
That's right.
Right? And then we build the blocks with the wood. Right? And the scripture also mentions that we are fellow citizens, right, with the saints. So we are the citizens inside of the building, inside the house.
Yeah, and that's a draw reference there. What is the cornerstone? What is the rock? Yahushua. And he, when he came on earth, what did he say he come to do? But to do the will of his Father. So he had his third vision set and was to complete that will. Was to fulfill that prophecy.
Unto death.
Unto death.
What's that? Yahushua came and he kept that focus. And at that times, he probably wavered in spirit a little bit and he had to pray.
Yeah.
That's why fasting and praying is also important. Right? So Yahushua had to fast as well.
That's right.
Right? So, but he was focused, and he was focused when he went until death.
All the way unto death. And that is how to show you that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing deterred him from what he had also do. He came, he did it, and he go.
Because if Yahushua was sidetracked, right, and say he can continue with this, where would we be today?
No, Israel would have been no more, because when you read the scriptures, if he didn't die, then how would I be saved?
If Yahushua only get sidetracked, if you only do something else besides being focused, you would not be here. We would not have no chance of salvation.
Yeah. And that's a good example of the tunnel vision that you're supposed to be on.
Perfect example.
Perfect example.
Like I say, he kept that vision until death.
Yeah, even Job. Job felt sick, but he still went with that tunnel vision. He said, "What we had to do." Wasn't Satan sent onto Job? But he said, "Not so little not." But so things happened to him. He lost his family. Get poor. Certain things happened to him. But hey, Job never gave up. Right? That tunnel vision. Stay focused. Don't let nobody take you out of your glory to receive. Don't nobody come and bring it down. Especially if you're knowing to the truth and you see where you're going. One of the questions I used to ask the brothers before was, whoever bring in the truth, if he leave, will you go to? That is the kind of vision it's supposed to be on. You're supposed to know that, hey, you're supposed to be pumping hard or not. You understand? You're supposed to stay focused, stay on that right path. Right?
Right. Pretty sure I look right. Yeah. All right. So
now don't go to Ecclesiastes story.
All right.
That will be this one. All right. Catch it. Right? But go to Philippians. Yeah.
Right. So Philippians chapter 3, right? Verse 30, right? It says, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth into those things which are before."
So you're forgetting the things that are behind, which means that you're running that race, as Usain Bolt, or however you want to run the race, it's just slow but sturdy. So let me say Usain Bolt. Let me just say it's slow but sturdy. You understand? You're running a race, right? And yet all the things behind, you're leaving it behind.
Even these wacky-tacky Christians, as Apostle Gabada say, right? when they make a New Year's resolution, all we know that is off, right?
Yeah.
A New Year's resolution off. But what do they do? When they make a resolution, they make a resolution on what they want to achieve, right? But the things behind, they don't want them to do that again.
That's right.
All we know that New Year's resolution off, but that's just an example to show that, you know, gotta be focused.
That's right.
Right? With what you say, I press toward the mark.
You press towards the mark. Marching that X. You want to go. You press towards the mark. Well,
right? I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of power.
The what? The prize of the what?
The prize of the high calling.
Yes, the prize of the high calling, and we know we was called unto this. So you pressing towards the mark to that calling. We ain't called for nothing, we call for something. Yes, called for something. Well,
right, says, I press toward the mark, right, for the prize of the high calling of power in Mashiach Yahushua.
Yeah, the high calling in Yahushua Mashiach, the anointed. So we press towards that mark, and we stay in focus on that mark. You understand? We don't want to leave that. Right? We don't ever want to take the foot out that gas pedal. Right? Come on. You got me happy, said yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well hold on, I will get it for myself. Right? And I'll say about the obstacles. And remember how strong your faith is supposed to be too. Right? There's Matthew 17. Matthew 17 verse 20, right? Let's say here. Let's say here. Because it said, and Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, and I don't know if anybody knew, well, when you go and look up how small a mustard seed is, a mustard seed actually small like a little stone, them little fine stone, right? Fine piece of gravel looking thing, you know, it's small, a mustard seed, real small. That must be the tiniest seed in the world. You know, I just saying, I'm not sure, but it could be, right? Because a pepper seed small, and when I watch a mustard seed, it was actually smaller. Right? So it say here, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place. So your faith so strong, you move a mountain, but the mountain is like an obstacle. That mountain is an obstacle. And that mountain, even the mountains don't really mean it sometimes just means something great in stature. You know? So something great in stature, some big obstacle that in your way, right? It says, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
And that's the kind of faith you have to have to remove whatever obstacle in front of you, preventing you, right? Or holding you back from reaching that prize.
That's right.
You need to have faith that can move.
That's right.
You understand? You need to have faith that
yeah. It's like how to play it fair way. It's like these cartoons and things, you know. I watch anime. Must be old, but you know, still watching that anime. Yeah. You think you can get in this kingdom here that might bring a little joy into my a little relaxation. You understand? But when you watch these fights, sometimes the bad man beating them but they know that hey, I could beat this man I could beat this man. You understand? They have so much of faith that they could beat this person that they put that bad fella being an obstacle, they get stronger than him. Because that faith powerful, man. Right? So reading over, it say, and Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Yeah. It be real. How strong your faith is supposed to be, man. So when you keep in focus, and have a vision on that prize, on that end glory, and any obstacle in front of you, your faith is supposed to say, hey, move, and it will move. Once you trust in the Lord, nothing could stand in your way. Nothing could stand in your way once you trust in the Lord. Right? But then I'm bringing a piece up.
Yeah. Right? Because no, it's supposed no. Let's go in my point. That's the name alone, boy. That's your eye. So like yeah. Well, I'll just bring the precept, right? It's Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. Right? It says that the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Yeah, so if your eye be single, it didn't say plurally. When your eye single, it's seen one thing. Single, that means it's seen singular, which means it's one.
Right.
It didn't say plural, it's seen many. You understand? Plenty people eye outside there, it's plural, meaning that they see the world. They want to see the world, they want to see the glory, they want to see the kingdom, they want to see this, they want to see that. See if your eye be single.
Right.
It's seen one thing. Right? Good.
Right? It says the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Yeah, so if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. That means you're not watching many stuff. You're basically in that tunnel vision, you're seeing one place to go. Your whole body could be what up? Full of light. Full of light. That say the scripture say you can't serve two masters. That how heavy it is. It's really supposed to be singular. You're aiming for one thing, man. Not two. Because the scripture say you can't have mammon and what?
Can't serve Mosiah and mammon.
Yeah. Mammon go back to world riches.
Yeah, money.
So your eye what? Your eye basically plural.
That's why I find a lot of people who occupied in a whole lot of stuff. They're not living a righteous life. Because they're too caught up in material stuff.
And they can't leave the material stuff.
Understand?
And bring this piece up here. 1 Corinthians. No, go ahead. You break it down.
1 Corinthians.
Yeah, but there in it? You want to read it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, explain what you're saying and then bring on 1 Corinthians 16 to 17.
Yeah.
No. 9, 16 to 17. Chapter 9, 16 to 17. Well, explain what you're saying and then, yeah.
You know, I was trying to tell you this. What is that saying?
Now, I was saying, most people, when they focus on and play the other things.
Right, yeah, exactly, because you can't be like out here and be more into your car than the most side and the truth.
Yeah.
Understand? You can't be more focused on clothes, right? Or gain promotion in your job than the most side.
That's right.
It's more important than anything else.
Yeah, that's right.
You seeking out your own salvation is more important than anything else. Because the ones who don't receive salvation are going to perish on this side. The Most High going to, the scripture says what? In Zechariah, what is it, 14 and 8? 15 and 8? But it says 2 days that Israel shall be cut off. You understand? You don't want to be cut off. Only way you're going to be cut off is through death.
That's right.
You understand? So you need to, as the scripture says, to study to show thyself approved. You understand? You gotta work with the salvation, you know? Right? I'll read one more time, right? It said the light of the body, right, is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eye be evil, right, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be dark, how great is that darkness? Yeah, and just as you say here, no man can serve two masters.
Yeah, right down there. I know some here now, but I was like,
it said, for either you will hate the one
and love the other.
Love the other.
Which most people will hate the most and they will love the richest because the richest profiting them here at the moment. You understand?
He said, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. He cannot serve power and mammon.
That's right. So when the 1 Corinthians 9, 16 to 17.
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16, it says, For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory. I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
Yeah, so woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Destruction unto me if I preach not the gospel. And that is what you're supposed to be doing, and that is what we're doing daily. We know that we preach these words constantly. But the men of Great Millstone, constantly in season after season. I saw the brother from GMS this morning, right? So like if I'm pronouncing it wrong, right?
Des Moines.
It's Des Moines?
Des Moines.
Oh, so and I saw him pop up video with Nazariah was that ITR, right?
Yeah.
It's like tries and is that when you pop the video, you see him 1 month, 2 months back, and then you see a new video recently. And what the brother was saying is that because snow was falling, they didn't come out. So what are you doing? We're doing where your vision is.
So what about the apostles who older than that?
Yeah.
Outside there in the cold weather?
Yeah, that's a show, but where your vision is, where your focus is. Your focus is not on the shoot. Your focus is on coonery. Right? You know, they're smoking weed and lining up their head, which is breaking the laws. That's all they want. That is what all the vision on. All they basically, that is scriptures say, that is not read it to them. Masters, because you go love one more than the other. And that is what them love the world more than the most side. That's right.
What is that? To love the world more than the most side? There's not our kingdom, you know. This is not our kingdom. Right? Look at this one. He leads in his place. Set up the system in a way for us to break the most high laws. You understand? You can't keep the most high laws in Islam. You could keep it to the best of your ability. You understand? The way to do it is strive. You gotta press toward the mark. You understand? You can't be loving this world and loving Yahushua too. It don't go together. Those two don't go together. Yahushua is separate from the world. As what scripture says, Yahushua himself said, I have chosen you out of the world. If you were of the world will love his own.
The world will always love their own.
You understand?
They love Marshall. They love Super Blue. They love all these brown men. Because how they reach here, we don't know Marshall sell out. You see Marshall train up with 3 6s. You understand? We know he sell out. But they love him because you know why? Because he sing about bump and grind. That is what they love. They love things of the world. They will never love what it is of the Lord. And they will come and tell you, you know what? I believe in the Bible. You ain't believe in the Bible because you know why? It's only on Ash Wednesday you're going to bring it out. Only on New Year's you're going to bring it out. When whole year your Bible picking up dust. So where your eyes set on? Where's your focus? And when things happen to you, when things bad happen to you, oh Lord, why this happen to me? Oh God, please. No.
Yeah.
No. Take it. Take it how you receive it. Go ahead.
Right?
You finished with 17?
Yeah, I want to get on.
Yeah, go ahead.
1 Corinthians 9 and 16, right? It said, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. It says, for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward.
Yeah, so if you do this thing willingly, you have a reward. Meaning that you ain't making the most high works a burden. You ain't making preaching a burden. You're doing this willingly because you know you have to do it. Not because like, wait, but if I ain't do it, but the brothers gonna know that I ain't doing it, you know? Like you can't, no. You do it willingly because you want to receive the reward.
Is that it? You do it willingly or do it at all?
Yeah, but if you know you're not doing it willingly, but you ain't do it at all.
And that's the same you used to get from our parents, right?
Yeah, that old saying.
That old saying, you understand?
A folklore.
If you can't do it good, don't do it at all.
Don't do it at all.
You understand? Because we are fooling yourself. It had a reward enough for you if you don't want to do something. You understand? Because if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it to the best of your ability. Right? So therefore it will be unprofitable for you. So just don't if you don't want to do it.
That's right.
Right? It says, for if I do this willingly, this thing, and this thing as the scriptures, especially will, right? For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. And some what dispensation means stewardship, right? The stewardship of the gospel, right? You say, where is my reward then? Verily, verily that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Mashiach without charge.
Without what?
Without charge.
So you're basically not looking for really nothing, you know? But you know in a man, hey, you know what, I want to receive glory. But you ain't really looking for nothing. You know, outside there with a big container looking for $100 when somebody pass. It is not for charge. We're not selling this. You understand? We're doing this thing willingly. When you're outside there, we want to leave this place, we're outside there to wake up the elect. Right? We want to go outside there and do that.
Right? And so when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Mashiach without charge, and I abuse not my power.
You abuse what?
I abuse not my power in the gospel.
You're abusing your power. We're not using no authority over nobody. Right? We don't do that. Right? If you're doing that, you're a wicked fuck. I ain't slap, but you're a wicked person.
Yeah, come.
Right? We don't abuse the power.
That's why
we are really and truly, we are outside here to wake up the sheep. We're not here to run them. Right? We're not here to run them. Like the apostle say, make it worse be worse, season with salt.
Exactly.
Make it be with grace and season with salt. When it seasons something in salt, it becomes what? Better. Right? It becomes better. Better, not better.
And yet,
better.
And yet, each time you use salt, you become better at it.
That's right.
Right? You know how much salt to put.
Yeah.
How much salt to use.
You know how to do so. You know how to flex that. You become a chef. You become a good chef. So you're trying to. We're not here to abuse no authority above no one, man. Right? Because we're out there to do this thing willingly.
Yeah.
As the scripture says, rather they hear or forbear. Right? Rather they hear or forbear. Where that?
Right.
I said you want that, right?
Yeah.
So go back in the Philippians, man.
Right. So back in Philippians chapter 3, right? It said, verse 14, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of power in Mashiach Yahushua. It said, let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded.
Be what?
Be thus minded.
Yeah, so many are perfect. Be what? Thus minded. We want to be on that same accord, man. That same part you want to be on. You understand? Because even when the second Ezra, they say that the path only one can enter at a time. Right? So we're gonna be at that one mind, at one spirit. Right? Because we need to answer for yourself, but once we know you did the right thing, we could answer for yourself. Understand? So go ahead.
Right? It says be just minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, power shall reveal even this unto you.
Yeah, so that is the thing, but Gema Salat, as you say, power should reveal unto you, Gema. Nah, I go bring that. You go ahead. You don't hold on so much, right? I go bring that, right? Because they say who the most of us reveal things on? Reveal things to. How they're supposed to be. What is the mindset? And this is what it's supposed to be. Right? This is Surak, which is with Ecclesiasticus, which is the book in your Apocrypha, if anybody is watching. Right? Because you know but I have some new people watching, right? So anybody watching that they don't know, Surak, Ecclesiasticus, it's the book in your Apocrypha, right? So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 17. Right? It say, my son, go on with thy business in meekness. And what is our business? This work. This gospel. That is our business. I say, go on with our meekness, thy lowliness. Meekness means lowliness. Right? It say, so shall thou be beloved of him that is approved. Right? It said, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. So going back there, or the scripture reading Philippians, it's not to abuse your authority. Because it said, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. And thou shalt what? Thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Right? Because even Yahweh did what? He washed your apostles' and feet. How humble it is for a man to wash other men's feet. And that is what the Messiah did. How much men in this world, this day and age, going and do that? Or if they could do it. Right? Not much men. Not much men. Right? And that's how it's supposed to be towards the Most High men with a low mind. Because that's who the Most High deal with. Right? So it say here, it say, verse 9, it say, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. So mysteries are revealed unto the meek. So did the scripture say the meek go inherit the earth?
So if you proud, you can't get it. If you proud by it, if you're proud, you can't get it wisdom and understanding.
No, but
you have to be humble in order to get this.
Yeah, and it is actually see that with on the streets. When somebody proud, they can never receive that.
It. Yeah.
You understand? So that is a day on that, right? I mean, that is a day on the scripture here. You know, so yeah.
Right. Verse 16 and Philippians 3, right? It says, nevertheless, we have already attained. Let us walk by the same rule, right? Let us mind the same thing. So the scripture says, there too, we have already attained. Right? Because all Israel is going to be saved, all Israel is going to be in the kingdom. You understand? But it says, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing.
That's right.
You can't you can't call yourself a man of the Lord in this truth, right? And be doing certain things, right? To cause division. You understand? You can't be doing that. It said, brethren, be followers together of me among them which walk so, as ye have us for an example. Right? So you have the apostles in the scriptures, right? The disciples, right? You have Paul, right? Who for as an example on how to be in the street. And you have the ultimate example, which is Yahushua.
That's right.
You have the ultimate example, which is Yahushua. You understand? You need to be like-minded. You need to be spiritually minded. The same way. Walk the same way.
Forget all our old lust. Forget the worldly stuff. And let's make yourself a sacrifice.
So therefore, all of us are supposed to be looking towards the prize.
That's right.
That is minding the same thing. Right? It says, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies.
Well, let's stop with it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So we go and deal with that. You know? So always so keep focus and keep your vision on. You know, never forget, don't leave that tunnel vision. You know, especially for the many truth. And we hope that we stay here and the Father keep the spirit in us. We pray for that. I pray for that every day. May the Father renew my spirit. And always keep it inside. I mean, keep that fire going. Right? So anything to say before we cut off?
I just one thing to say.
Go ahead.
Right? One quick thing, right? 1 Corinthians 9 and 25, right? It says, for every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. You understand? So what we fighting for, buddy? What we fighting to attain in this truth is an incorruptible crown.
That's right.
A crown that nobody can take from you. We fighting to get a crown and nobody can take from you. You know what this way Yahweh trying to place a crown on your head? And a crown that nobody can't even think in their mind that it can be from you.
That's right. And then
You know? So with that, I hope you brothers, sincere brothers, right? And sincere sisters, Akiama, Akwat, we hope you was edifying, So always, we always give all praises to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'achan, Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Right, which is the Father and Son name in Hebrew, the last one, Kodash, the original tongue. Right, we sit double on our teachers, our apostles, and our elders of Great Millstone.
Right, which is to say, Natal National Kabbalah has a commercial.
That's right. Right? We say shalom, we say double on to them. Right? From Apostle to Hagus straight down. Right? And we say shalom to the Akiyama, so they're pushing within our 2030 day in and day out. Constantly in season, out of season, the house of David, we say shalom.
Right, which is also Shalom wa kesad la habakir, shalom.
Shalom.